place on the internet for Chinese tea education and for looking at cute cats eating raw chicken liver on rooftops in China. What's that? And he's got some quails he's working on over there too. This cat is well fed. Anyway, hope everyone's doing well. Sorry it's been a while. I'm back. I just got back from Guangzhou. I have a cool video coming about a short video coming out about that today. Sourced some excellent fabric for my tea mat manufacturing. Because I wasn't born with a sweatshop, I had to move to China and build a sweatshop. Alright, got some coals in here. They're not as hot as they could be. And I used to have a fan up here. I can't find my fan. Oh, actually, I've got this little air thing. But you know what? It's going to get ash everywhere. I think we're fine. I think we're going to be okay. Jingmai Ancient Tree Red Tea today. 2025. It's out of stock on the website right now. But you know what? It's coming. It's coming very soon. And just, it's been a while since I've had this tea on a live stream or anything. You know, this Jingmai red tea is really how I got my start. Polar! Yo, can you show the teapots that are going on the site? They're downstairs, Polar. But you know what? I will... Are you in the Discord, Polar? I think you are, buddy. Why don't you message me on Discord and I'll send that to you. Or maybe I'll do a community post later, because I do have some pictures of them. Yeah. Yeah, of course you're in the Discord. Of course. Of course you are. You're a founding member of the Discord. And this YouTube channel. But yeah, not a ton of heat coming off this coals. Yeah, so I'm going to do a little operation here. I'm going to take this right over here. Put it on this rickety. There is a chicken over there. You guys hear that chicken? Okay, this is to fan the flames. I'm just gonna put it right on the coal. Yeah, there's a chicken next door. They breed like quail over there, like this cat's eating right here. See, this cat has a couple frozen quail. And he's working on some liver right now. But yeah, this chicken just showed up and started making all sorts of interesting noises. We used to have a couple of chickens here. Okay. So I'm trying to use this gun one-handed. It's not that easy. So this just kind of like shoots air. It's a little air. I'm just pretty dusty. Sorry. Sorry, it's kind of dusty doing that. Yeah, it's not really... I don't think it's really gonna happen. Let me try. Well, everything's so wet up here. There's a chicken next door. That's okay. We're gonna be alright, guys. It's fine. I mean, my water's pretty hot. The chicken's like laying an egg next door. Kind of funny. And we're not really... This isn't really like the countryside. But yeah, people still have chickens. Yeah, there's no rules about that kind of stuff. Or at least they're not enforced. Yeah, anybody can just kind of... I think it's in that cage right there. There's a little cage. Yeah, so they breed some birds up there. I guess they got some eggs coming. Alright, Polar, yeah, I'm doing good, man. I am doing good. Really good. Very well, indeed. But, yeah, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna fill it up right now. This is very hot water, too. Just doing some water operations here. But yeah, drinking the Jingmai Ancient Tree Red Tea. It's going to be totally back on the store, restocked before the 1st for that big 1-year anniversary sale. Any new teas coming to the site or only teaware? Okay, there's going to be, as far as new teas, there's not going to be any new teas. October 1st. But there will be a full restock of all the teas. So like the Hong cakes, and I'm going to redo the menu, organize it by tea type, make it really easy to navigate. And so like the Dansongs are out of stock. Those are coming back in stock. And then the Jingmai red tea is going to be back in stock. And the Hong red tea cakes going to be back in stock. So yeah, no new tea. But then, excuse me, there will be a lot of new tea in November. Yeah, November is going to have a bunch of new tea. And then, Black Friday is going to be like another sale with a lot of new tea. So yeah, there's going to be like 2 Sheng Puers in November, and then a Jingmai and a Shoumei, loose Shoumei 2012. 2012. That was just in the tea club. Yellow tea. So yeah, there's gonna be like and 2 Wooey rock teas at least. I'm kind of going heavy into the rock teas now. So yeah, it's gonna be cool, Polar. You're gonna splurge. That's music to my ears, buddy. But yeah, there should be like I would guess like 7, probably like two Sheng, 2 Yancha. So that's 4. Jingmai, Shoumei, 5, 6. Yellow tea, 7. So yeah, there's gonna be like 7, at least 7, probably 8 new teas on the website in November. So yeah, that's gonna really bring the total up into like the mid-20s of available teas. And the menu's going to be nice and organized on October 1st. Yeah, and at least 10 pieces of teaware on October 1st. So it's going to be like a really rounded out website. It just took me a year. Whoa. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. This is day 1 of another crazy fast for me. So I'm cutting it right on down to 81 kg. Man, the human body is so amazing. It's like fasting is like this. Some people would argue that it's the primary metabolic state for humans. Like we would spend most of our time in nature in the fasted state. And yeah, all sorts of benefits, man. I've had tendonitis in one of my elbows. Like that's just gone away now. Seborrheic dermatitis. I used to get like all this redness. I don't know if that's the strict beef diet. Like I only eat beef now. It's almost 6 weeks of nothing but beef. So it's just the ribeye steaks and liver, kidney, heart, tripe, tendon. Yeah, nothing but beef. I'm off all the fish oil and vitamins. Like, I'm just all in on the carnivore diet. Yeah, that's it, Polar. I don't like to say that. Everyone has some really strong opinions about their diet, but it's really doing wonders for me. I have a freezer full of ribeyes, grass-fed Brazilian ribeyes, which I get in China for less than $6 a pound, buddy. You know how much you pay for grass-fed ribeyes in America? $25 a pound, probably. I checked Costco.com. It was like $25 a pound. So, like this, and when I eat, I do alternate week fasting right now. But when I eat, it's like, at least 2 pounds of beef a day. So, 2 to 3 really. So yeah, in America that would be like $50 to $70 a day, like unsustainable. I couldn't do that. But here in China, it's $15 a day. It's like wildly different. So yeah, tea and beef, dude. Polar, are you kidding me, dude? Polar, you just said it. Tea and beef is perfection. I'm like crafting a thesis about this. Yeah, tea and beef, dude. That's all I'm on. No, I don't have low energy. I'm already fat adapted. I've been doing a keto diet, like ketogenic, really low carb diet for years. And then the fasting just has me so tuned up, like low insulin and stuff. And I just slip right into the fast. I get a little bit low energy day 5, day like 6, 7 of a fast if I'm going kind of longer. But after day 2, there's no hunger. Day 3, 4, 5, you feel like a god. It's like beast mode. I feel like my brain is working better. I'm like trying to solve problems all the time. You don't require much sleep. I end up not even sleeping much when I fast. Just because the gut takes up so much energy. And when you just like give it a rest, it's like you don't need to sleep a lot. And that could also be like cortisol, because it does increase some stress hormones a little bit. But I eat really well. I eat you run every day. I'm on tea and carbs in college. All I cook is butter noodles and drink tea. Run every day. Oh, that's cool, dude. Yeah, I hike every day when I'm on my game. I hiked this morning. It's really cool. That's cool. You run every day. My wife runs every day. She pops up and does like a little 5K every day. That's cool. Yeah, my wife, she's ran 7 marathons. She's like a fitness person and yogi, yoga master. But yeah, dude, tea and carbs. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna feel low energy if you're not fat adapted. It takes a month for your liver to get good at gluconeogenesis, breaking down fat and producing glucose, because your body needs a little bit of glucose, but you can produce all that endogenously, your liver. So you don't need to eat carbs to get the glucose. But if you're not fat adapted, if your body's not used to a keto diet or low carbs, then your liver's just not very good at making glucose. So you might feel low energy. My wife eats a lot of carbs. She's more of a standard Chinese diet. They say standard American diet, sad. Standard Australian diet, sad. Standard Chinese diet, that's it doesn't. The standard Asian diet, there it is, sad. So she eats a lot of rice and noodles, and she does feel a little bit low energy when she fasts. She did a 2-day fast with me the other day. She woke up in the middle of the night and started scarfing down, what was it, some fruit. I'm like, baby, you want to break your fast with protein and fat, not carbs. And that's fine if you're doing it a couple days. But if you're fasting a couple weeks, you could have some heart palpitations and stuff when your insulin just jacks up if you go right into some high glycemic index carbohydrates to break the fast. Yeah, don't break your fast with carbs. Shuriken Zone's here. But that's awesome, Polar. You run every day. Hell yeah, dude. And when you're younger, you can probably get away with higher carbs and still be insulin sensitive and stuff. Hell, we're just talking metabolic health over here at the My T Connection channel, Shuriken Zone. Shuriken. I throw every day. Have done for a long time. I've been practicing Shuriken Jutsu since the late 90s. Martial arts in general since 1990. Wow. That's awesome. I did karate when I was a kid, and then I did a little bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu here in Shenzhen for just a month. I just couldn't handle it. The commute downtown for that. Coffee is gross in reality. Mark Renfro coming by with the good news, spreading the good news of coffee being gross. Thank you, brother Mark. Polar, I'm in Atlanta finally. Damn, Polar is in the ATL. I didn't do many, Mark. I probably went to 5 classes. And I was just using my brute strength to toss around these blue belts. And it was fun. everyone was kind of weak, and so I felt like I was kind of cheating. Cause like once I would grab their gi with my gorilla grip strength, like they just couldn't get away. And so yeah, even like a blue belt's technique was no match for my completely untrained, just raw strength. And it was kind of weird. Obviously, like a more experienced bro could, really, get me in some locks and stuff. But there's, strength isn't everything, but it's quite a bit of it in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it seems, especially grip strength when you're doing gi rolling, because you can just like grab their arm. Like there was even at points where I would grab two sleeves from. I mean, the sleeves are so strong. You could really just grab their sleeves together, and then like you're controlling both their arms. It felt like I was missing the point. Like I wasn't using any technique. But yeah, I should get back into that and really study the technique. And I guess it's just from like hours and hours of rolling, you just get this like muscle memory. I think Joe Rogan talks about this. Shuriken Zone said, "Welcome to the ATL, buddy. Hope you're ready for the temps to go back into the 90s in a couple days." Oh, nice. Yeah, it's been in the 90s around here these days. Shuriken, I better see you pull up at Wise for the free tea tasting next Monday. Free tea tasting at Wise. Wise. That's awesome. Now, you guys are cool. Going to tea tastings in Atlanta. And I haven't done anything with tea in America. I've never been to an American tea shop. Maybe one day I'll rent a sports car and tour the U.S. pitching my wares at yoga studios. Hey, little yoga studio, can I get a My Tea Connection shelf just in the corner here? What about a My Tea Connection vending machine? 13 viewers, 3 likes. I mean, yeah, that's kind of a par for the course around here in this specialty niche market. So niche, so obscurely niche. You gonna eat your quail? I buy you only the finest quail. Eat. Huzzah. Eat your quail. Okay, well, thanks for the hearts. That cat was pretty famous. Everybody loves that cat. Check out these little blue little teapots. Kind of cute if you're into that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm giving these away with all the new love packs. Every order I throw in a little pack of love. That's the inside. That's my internal designation for it. They're called love packs. And yeah, they always get some little, little trinkets from. This cat is not sad. This cat is thriving. It's been so messed up in the past. It was so sick when it came to us. Hey there. This is not a sad. He does look a little bit angry. Okay. No, this cat is thriving. But that's cool. Tea tasting in Atlanta. I taste tea in Atlanta pretty much every day. I tasted Yinjin today, for example. Yes. Tea tasting in Atlanta, does that exist? Yeah, last time they gave us another Jingmai ancient tree. That's cool. They have a selection in my opinion. It's either suspicious generic teas or $200 pu'er cakes. Wow, that's a little bit expensive. Those pu'er cakes can get up there. So the two shengs that I'm gonna be bringing to the party, yeah, one of them will be $120. You know, and then one will be a 200-gram cake, and that one will be less than $100. Yeah, yeah. That Sheng Puer that came in the tea club. I don't know if anybody's tried it yet. I haven't really heard back from anybody, but I bought some of those, and so that one will come to the website in November. And yeah, it'll be priced like $120. You're like, what? I got this in the tea club. I paid 150 for it. Yeah, that tea club is like a bargain. So yeah. Yeah, if you like add up everything in the tea club from the website, like if you buy it all a la carte, it's like hundreds more. Uh, That's the kind of extreme value we bring to the tea. Why are we talking about the tea club? It's middle of the cycle. Here it is. Dry leaves. 2025. Jingmai ancient tree red tea. Look at those beautiful golden trichomes. Delicious. Just delicious. Okay. Up. You saw my silk shorts. Yeah. Wife bought me some silk shorts. That's what we're doing over here. Just living that silk shorts life. The cat looks so sad. I've never seen its face before. Never seen the cat's face before. Yeah, Shuriken Zone's tasting tea all day, every day. He probably has some silk shorts too. Yeah, the Shangpu Light. That's gonna be like some ready to drink tea. You go to like a 7-Eleven. There'll be like a little thing in the freezer, a little plastic bottle, Shangpu Light. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a case of Shangpu Light. The 6-pack. I've been kind of studying, kind of nerding out on how they do those ready to drink tea drinks. It's like a whole industrial process. But wouldn't that be cool if you could have like a nice glass bottle of tea? You know, glass bottle, because we're getting away from plastics. Okay, plastics, no bueno. Okay, I'm looking for high testosterone. And what if you can get like a, like a Bai Hao Yanjin, like a ready to drink. Look at these horrible hands. Look at this. These are the hands of an e-commerce entrepreneur. These are keyboard hands, you can tell. Soft little ThinkPad hands. Okay, but yeah, ready to drink tea. Wouldn't that be cool if you could go into like a Extra Mile or a Love's, or name your favorite convenience store. 7-Eleven, AM, PM, just any little convenience store. You walk in there, get like a big. Do you guys remember Sobe? That fruity drink from the 90s, Sobe, Sobe. So they had like a large glass bottle. It was probably like a liter and maybe a liter and a half. It was like a large glass bottle, Sobe. So I'd imagine a bottle like that with as a ready to drink tea bottle, and it could be like Bai Hao Yanjin, like Longjing. Like, wouldn't that be so awesome if you could actually just buy a ready to drink of like these actual Chinese teas? Anyways, just been thinking about that, and all the material to industrially produce that is here in China. And ready to drink tea drinks are a big business here in China and Hong Kong. And yeah, just kind of looking at pricing out some warehouses in the Midwest, seeing if we can move some things around and restructure some capital allocations and make some things happen. $50,000 probably to start a bottling plant like that. So we're not quite there yet, but maybe down the road. My Tea Connection, ready to drink tea beverages. Yeah, Sobe and the glass bottles. Memories. Yeah, Shuriken. Yeah, I love that one too. I love those too. That was kind of the tail end of, 'cause, I was born in '89, so I didn't get a lot of that in my life. But I remember when I found those, I was like, this is great. Yeah, just massive glass, like thick glass bottles. So that would be cool to manufacture that in America. And, I could probably bootstrap a little bottling plant. What a lot of companies do is they rent a line in some other bottling plant. And that just sounds complicated. And all sorts of counterparty risk and quality control issues. Man, I would just control the whole thing probably. And and yeah, I think like one or two shipping containers worth. You can send a container. Freight prices are down. Like you can send a container Shenzhen to Long Beach Port, $3,000 for a 40-foot standard trucking container. $3,000. Probably like two of those could be like your whole factory to like produce this at scale, like 100 or like even like 1,000 bottles a day or something like that. Some scale, like 1,000 bottles a day, that kind of scale. A couple shipping containers, probably like maybe 10 grand worth of equipment in each one. I mean, this is not like it's not like creating a Tesla gigafactory. If you just want to produce 1,000 bottles a day of some amazing tea. Me and Grok went back and forth about this for hours the other day, and we were having some good ideas. Thanks, Shuriken Zone. Shuriken Zone said you'll be a tea tycoon one day, buddy. A tea-coon, if you will. That is too funny, man. I wish they'd bring back Sobe. Well, maybe we'll. No, I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere near that. I mean, what was it like? It was just sugar water, right? A little bit of high fructose corn syrup, some strawberry pulp, wham bam, artificial color, this, that. But yeah, Sobe. Yeah, they had good branding. They like that lizard, right? Good branding. And the glass bottles, solid. Differentiating. You go to the store, they were very unique to see. The colorful, large glass bottles. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just a dreamer. But yeah, ready to drink tea, manufactured in the Midwest, somewhere cheap. Maybe Texas, just throw it somewhere south of Dallas. My tea pouches are about to have a Dallas address on them. Yeah, we're going legit over here at My Tea Connection. All FDA compliant and whatnot. So yeah, I'm going to have new labeling coming up. You'll see it in November. And there's going to be printed stick. No more handwriting. We are outgrowing the handwriting. I'm getting like wrist problems from just all this handwriting. So the labels on the tea pouches are now going to be printed. Because, it's 2025 and printing labels is a thing. And they're even going to have a QR code where you can scan it and buy more of that tea. So seamless. And then there's going to be a label on the back of the pouch, which is going to say, ingredients, tea, product of China. Then it's going to say manufactured by My Tea Connection, and it's going to have some Dallas address. Fully FDA compliant. And then beneath that, it's going to have like probably another QR code to scan to just go to the home page or something. And yeah, so more stickers on the pouches. So there's going to be one on the back. And then eventually, at some certain scale point, that back sticker will become printed on the pouch, and the logo sticker will be printed on the pouch. Yeah, they want like 40,000 pouches to like do affordable printing on these pouches, and I'm more of like a 1,000 pouch kind of guy. So yeah, once the business does 40x, I'll be looking to get those pouches printed. And it just seems like such a high. I don't know. I guess I haven't really explored it too deeply. My first pouches were printed, but they were really bad pouches, and they had bad printing. Remember those white pouches? They're kind of like nostalgic now. Oh, those first white pouches. Still have a couple of those kicking around. Anyways, yeah, Jingmai Ancient Tree Red Tea. Pretty good. My water getting a little bit cold. That's okay. You know, you just taste a different kind of side of the tea with cooler water. I don't mind it. Really nice color. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Really appreciate it. And sorry I've been remiss in my duty to pump out content like a machine. But I'm really working on getting back into that routine of just constantly making videos all day, every day. And so today, you know, in about, well, tonight. So, you know, tomorrow morning. So tomorrow. Well, so yeah, it's, okay, so yes, it's Tuesday night where you guys are. So Wednesday, you'll get 2 videos. And so yeah, I'm going to really work on getting consistent with that. And I have actually a really cool one coming out tomorrow. It's about my trip to Guangzhou. Yeah, yesterday I went to Guangzhou, a really interesting... you know, Guangzhou produces like 40% of all the jeans sold in America. So I went to this massive denim market. I didn't actually go to the largest denim market. I went to a one closer to the train station, but also a massive general fabric market. And it was really interesting. And so I made some really great connections. Got 4 suppliers in my address book to work with, and they all sent me samples. And so yeah, I'm like moving forward with the tea mat manufacturing. I've got the little Juki sewing machine, and boy, that looks complicated. So I don't know anything about sewing. So, but I've like gathered all these supplies now. So I have fabric samples, got all these seamstress tools and stuff, and I've even got this persimmon, this fermented persimmon fruit dye. So it's the really authentic Kakishibu kaki dye. It's like the old way of dyeing stuff brown and beige with a persimmon, a fermented persimmon fruit stain. So I've got some of that. It takes a year to produce it. So yeah, so I'm going to be staining this fabric and then sewing tea mats. And I'm probably gonna have like 50 that I just end up giving away to people like locally here, or I'll just burn them because I don't want them stealing my IP. But it's definitely a learning curve to making fine textiles, so I'm gonna have to learn that. And yeah, and then the first like good ones that I make, I'm gonna ship to the tea club as like a nice surprise. Like, here, I thought you might like to be the first one to have these fine, lifetime durable tea mats. Anyway, so that's kind of exciting. Oh yeah, and then the tea tour, which I lied about having ready last Monday. And yeah, I ended up making some big kind of changes to it last minute, like just a restructure of a couple locations in it. And so the tea tour is still on the chopping block, still getting that together. So, yeah. Lots of stuff juggling. Just juggling. Running as fast as I can. But getting it done. And, yeah, started another fast today, going down to 81 kg. I'm getting jacked and tan. And, you know, he ate one of the heads. I think that head's from the other one. There are two quail there frozen together. Oh no, that's from... I don't know. It's a little bit weird looking. Sorry you guys have to see that. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Really appreciate it. Yeah, October 1st, massive sale. Lots of tea wear. November, lots of new tea. Tea mats coming out soon. Tea tour coming out within the week. I gotta just buckle down and get that done. And videos. So tomorrow you'll have 2 short videos and going live every day and trying to stick to my schedule with this stuff. And sorry, I've been a little inconsistent. And, yeah. But thank you so much for stopping by. And I will see you... Well, I will see you tomorrow. Because I'm live streaming every day. In every way. And, thank you so much. Shuriken, it was a pleasure to talk to you. Mark Renfro, thank you so much for stopping by. Polar, my man, stopped by with some hard questions. And, yeah, really cool. Thanks, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.